to start off making two sort of like drumsticks. That's going to be your back legs here. Roll your drumstick, bend it into the leg, and then what I did was I made like a wedge-shaped foot. It's not beginner teacher, but a methodical teacher. It's not my mad skill here. So I made a little wedge-shaped foot, and then I'm going to cut out the webbed kind of toes, or whatever. Dragon toes are not really webbed, I guess. But anyway, cutting out the toes here. And I've made a little hole there for the ankle to go into. And what I told the class was, if they think they can do that drumstick and foot all in one piece, knock yourself out. But I did it like two pieces. So you'll see on the pictures that you're gonna get, the person whose project it was started with the feet, legs and feet. So I made sort of a fat cone of clay that's going to be the body, and then I just stuck my thumb in it and started hollowing that out all the way up where the neck is, and I basically just started pinching that out so it'll add volume to the body, but push those walls out to, you know, like a ½ inch, maybe something like that. And you're going to try to have enough to bring it around. If you don't worry about it. You can make a little patch. But the idea is now you're going to want to close that up, because that's his belly. This is going to be his belly right here. And so you're pushing that out, making it bulbous, thinning it out, but not too thin. And then you want to close this back up. So in my case, when I look at this, when I put this together, I'm pretty well the size that I need to be, right? So I'm going to put a patch on it. I don't want to pull this in. If I pull this in, then this is going to get real small again. Pull this out, make a patch, try to make it about the same thickness as the walls that you just squeezed out, and then I'm going to patch it. This is going to stay solid up here. I mean, you can poke your finger in it or something to thin it, but mostly you're thinning out the bulbous part. So now I've got a patch that's a little too big, and I'm just cutting it roughly to fit, and then I'm going to thin the sides of that out. So this is my rough patch. I'm going to thin it out like this so that then I can fasten that to the side and just blend it in. And dig that in here and scoop clay out of the thigh like that.
So it's not just pinching a hole, you want to hollow it.
Right, and you'll have to remember to make sure you poke a hole in it so that the air can come out there. But see, so look how this is hollowed out, but yet it's not a huge opening. This let me get down inside there without plowing out the whole thigh, so that when I fasten it to the body, it's just a narrow opening, not a big, huge, gaping wound. So I've made front legs. And what I did was I kind of cut, I don't know if you can see, I cut this narrow, I cut some away, about half of it. Where is it? I cut this away. I've got a round leg at the bottom, but it's got a cutaway at the top, which is where, this is the shoulder. And it's going to go right here. I'm bringing the front leg around a little bit in front just to make it look more interesting. This guy's got a straight leg in front. There, see these, his arms, front legs are just kind of coming down straight. But I'm going to make this new guy with his arms coming a little bit in, because I don't really have anywhere to put his front feet because the back feet are in the way. So this is going to come in, come around, and the front foot is going to go right here. Okay, the head is just sort of a triangular thing. I went ahead and did the ears all in one piece on the head, but on my other one they were actually made separately and attached. It kind of looks like a dog head, but he doesn't have his eyes or anything. Cut a little notch in there. You could shoot some flames out or make some teeth or craziness. A bigger head would make him look a little more whimsical. You'll want some neck to extend up. If you don't have it, add a little bit of clay. I'm just going to stick that on there for now because I've got a lot of ground to cover. And maybe tip his head down like that.
Oh, fun. Thank you.
And I'm going to work on the spines on the back and the tail.
And I'm like you, when
And
I
then
step
the
away and come
wings
back,
are the last.
I'm-
I actually did kind of like a pulled handle for the tail. I held it up here, figured out how long I wanted it to be once it came around in front. And then I've marked where I want to put the spines that go up the back with this line. I'm going to make those spines, stick them to it, and then do more that will go up the middle of his back before I put the wings on. So the tail is 2 pieces. I made a strip. It's got the whatever spikes on it. I cut a little channel. I'm going to put that down in there. That's the tail. And then going up the back, I'll show you how I did those spikes. Just have a strip of clay and I'm cutting notches in it. Like this. And that is going to go all the way down the back and to the tail. And then once I've got that attached, I'll work on the wings.